was the summer of 1991. I just finished seminary. We were living in San Bernardino, California. We packed everything that we owned into our trailer and our Toyota pickup truck. And we drove out of San Bernardino and headed towards Las Vegas. So we got to Las Vegas and we spent the night there because it was just an inexpensive place to spend the night. When we went to check into the hotel, I remember this desk worker saying specifically, don't park in the parking ramp, this great beautiful parking ramp they got, because people go in there and they break into cars and they'll steal your stuff out of your car. So we drove out of that parking ramp and down to a vacant parking lot by the hotel.
Wow, you remember a lot more than I do.
Yeah.
This is quite a memory.
It's quite detailed in my mind. And we took our truck and trailer and we parked into this empty lot, and we backed the trailer up right against a wall so nobody could open the gate on our trailer. I remember that. We had it locked, but
right.
it was just extra security. And inside we had our luggage, and I also had a special little plant that I had found when I was living in San Bernardino.
It was actually in the truck.
I
remind you, it had to sit by my feet the whole 40 hours back to Michigan.
Yes.
Yeah, so it was a cute little plant.
It wasn't just any plant. It was a palm tree. And I put this little palm tree and I dug it out of the ground and I stuck it in a little pot and I watered that little palm tree, and that little palm tree was growing so nice, and I even got to the place that I named that palm tree. That palm tree's name was Palmer. Palmer the palm tree.
I don't remember him growing much, but okay. All right.
I think it was because I had a bond with him.
Probably.
A bond that you didn't have.
Palmer.
It was really a sad
He
thing.
was short. He was probably only this tall.
No.
That tall?
No, our pot was like this big, and I think he was like this, like that big.
Serious?
Yeah. So it was, it was a Nevada day, and it was pretty warm in the middle of the summer. We took Palmer out of the truck because we didn't want him to roast to death in there, and I was kind of, making sure that my little palm tree didn't die. And we put him out.
But palm trees like heat. So what?
Yeah. So
we
put
him in the shade.
Put him in the shade, I think, right next to the truck, and said okay. So we went in and spent the night, and then came out, and we were headed back to Michigan on our move back. He started out our drive in typical fashion, just a real nice warm day, and we didn't have air conditioning in our truck, and I don't remember how far we got, but I think I remember turning to my wife at some point and saying, "Did we get Palmer?" And she said, "No, I left him in the parking lot." And I was devastated. I was devastated. I wanted that palm tree to be back with me in Michigan, and his name was Palmer. The one and only palm tree I've ever had in my whole life, that I've ever owned. And he's left in a parking lot in Las Vegas. Palmer. Sad and tragic story of Palmer. We were too far outside of Las Vegas, otherwise I would have stopped that truck and turned it around and went right back to get him. It didn't seem to affect my wife as much as it affected me. As you can tell now, she's still laughing about it. It's been a sore spot in our marriage ever since.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I've ever recovered from it. I probably should go to counseling someday for this, and I just can't bring myself to relive that memory.
Yeah. I probably should confess to you that I didn't neglect and forget him. I actually chose to leave him in the parking lot.
That's the hard part. That's what I can't get over.
'Cause
You'd leave our own son, Palmer, in the parking lot to roast to death in the Nevada sun.
Because I had him I had to deal with him. He was probably gonna die anyway.
No,
He was gonna
wasn't
spill.
die.
We were gonna come back to Michigan, winter, wouldn't survive.
He would've
What's it gonna
survived.
do in our house?
He's gonna live in our
I know,
house.
So I didn't realize it was gonna affect you this much.
It's
Sorry.
a sad story. Very
Me.
sad story. Well, you can see how much of the details I remember.
Guess so.
I
The
have
story of Palmer lives on.
I have
everyone knows.
forgiven you, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to move on. But there's not another tree that will ever replace Palmer.